Well, everyone, we did it. We hit 6,000 subs. Today we got a little package opening from my friend Dan Henry, who sent me this gift a few days ago, a week or two ago, for hitting 6K subs when we did. And then we're also going to open up this Crucible of War Unlimited box for my friend and yours, a patron of mine, David B. David, this is going to be your box. We're going to hop in and do, it's been a while since we've done Crucible Unlimited. I think the last box of Crucible Unlimited, we hit the shard. I think that's what happened with the last box of Crucible Unlimited. So let's see what this box says. This package from Dan H. This gift that isn't meant to be opened until you hit 6K subs. Congratulations on 6K subs. Thank you, Dan. Dan is the person who I bought my first box of Flesh and Blood from. So, gifts from a friend and fellow reject. The rejects. Mostly them and Sam Yang. We just want to thank you for all you do for Fab and wish you continued success with the YouTube channel. You demand. Miss BSing about Fab with you. I know. It's me. He's been doing crypto. He's been all into crypto lately. All right, let's talk. Let's figure out what this is from Sam Yang, huh? The fantastic. Oh, heck yes. Oh my gosh, that's amazing. A foil double signed cracked bobble and a foil congrats on 6K subs from Sam Yang. Sam Yang, thank you so much. That is amazing. The timing of that it was perfect. I know it took forever to get those. That is amazing. That is a piece that I will have forever. I'll put those right on my background. You'll see them back here forever. The congrats on 6K subs. I don't even own one of these. That's awesome. Thank you so much, Dan and Sam and anybody else who contributed to that. That is amazing. That's so cool. Oh my gosh. Congrats on 6K. That's cool. That's really cool. I love his signature. His little double signed signature is so cool. Look at that. Sam Yang. Cool. All right. Let's hop in. Like I said, this is for David B. Let's see what we get from this crew box. Yeah, Crucible War is still my favorite set. Obviously, I won the bet with George and Mitch about what would be worth more at the end of the year. When Monarch was out, the boxes were sitting at $600, and crew boxes were at $1,300, I think, or $1,100, something like that for crew. And they thought that Crucible wouldn't be worth as much as Monarch, and they were wrong. And Crucible continues to be my favorite set. I think for me it's the equipment slot. I think it's the idea that you're capturing equipment. Some people say it's just because it's the first set that you were interested in. I don't think that that's the case. I think I really like the idea of like hunting for equipment. It has me excited for Everfest. I think that it'll be interesting to see if these supplemental sets are equipment based every time. Oh, we got a foil cracked bobble. That's convenient. Off the bat. I had a Coax of Commotion. All the Kitchen Table TCG stuff. Oh, the Coax of Commotion. Look at that card. I love this card. Only getting better, everyone. That's a hit, too. That's a hit. That's in the, I think that's still in the Briar's Cheerio build, or at least it was for a while. But PvE is going to come, and it's going to make that card just worth $1 billion. I think that card, man, I still think when PvE comes out, lots of people are going to be wanting one of those. Scufflet's research notes. I do love the artwork in Crucible War 2. That's part of the experience. I think this is the first set that their art direction really took off. Not that the artwork is bad in WTR and Arcane Rising, but the art direction is so much wider in the set. There's so many more like landscapes, so many more just like scenery things that aren't just like heroes doing something. A springboard somersault. So in Unlimited, these were not short printed, but in first edition, they were. So it's cool to see like the different landscapes and the different like Fine Center's artwork is very landscapey, and it's not just like a hero doing something. Like Torrent of Tempo even is like kind of all over the place. It's just like more action based. Copper tokens, those were sitting pretty. Do you guys ever think we're gonna see what happens with copper and gold and what is it? Is it Cav Dane's ability or somebody's ability uses it mentions a token. There's some other, maybe I forget what it is. There's some other mention of some other token somewhere, isn't there? Emerging Dominance. Spoils of War. Let's go. Create 2 copper tokens. See, we have a use for this. Will we see other coins? Because there's copper. There's got to be bronze. There's got to be silver. Spoils of War, one of those cards that for the longest time when I was starting off on the YouTubes, way back when last year, we were seeing copper token or Spoils of War super expensive. I heard Nebula Blade got bought out. I didn't actually take a look yet. Man, that rainbow foiling is amazing. Look at that. I heard Nebula Blade may have gotten bought out. But Spoils of War particularly was one of those cards that everybody wanted. It was like in peak Blitz season. Everybody was playing the Warriors Soul Bead Strike. I've got my piles all jacked up here. Anywho, yeah, Crucible is just not. I just think it's gonna be hard for me to be outdone by a set. Talishar, Salt the Wound, and Talishar the Lost Prince. This is a card that I think could get better if you ever have ability to remove counters. Because Talishar, it's a fun little weapon, and I think it could be better if you had the ability to do things. If there were cards that like said your next weapon attack gets go again and remove a counter from it, or something like that, like some sort of ability that helped out with that Talishar. Towering Titan. I don't know. Crucible came out, and when it first came out, the EV was low. And so there was an article by Freya this past week that was talking about that. And it'll be interesting to see if a supplemental set happens with that again. I wasn't there for that. The value wasn't low when I came around. Mangle, there we go. That's another great playmat too. I wasn't there for that when the market was still figuring out what to do with Crucible of War, and deck building hadn't really included many of the cards yet, and it was still kind of all WTR and arc based. Hit and Run and a Benji the Piercing Wind card is very good. If you allow rare heroes or rares in commoner, this is a pretty good commoner deck. I like rare heroes. I don't like adding rares. I just feel like every hero should be able to be played in every format. That's my opinion on that. Ooh, a foil Gaze the Ages. Oh man, that's a cool one. Congrats, that's a good foil. That's pretty good. You got your wizard action there. All right, so we may get another foil. Might get another foil Majestic. I have had a couple of boxes that had 2 foil Majestics. I've had a couple that have 1. A Cindering for. Oh, I thought it was. I don't know why I thought it was. There's not in this box. We're doing unlimited. Twinning Blade, still a great card. Still just may attack an additional time with a target sword this turn, and it's a 0 cost. And it pitches for 2. Like it's not a terrible draw if you need some resources either. It's great. All right, what do we got? Scufflets, research notes, and a Reaping Blade. I would like to hit one of the majestic weapons. Anytime you're opening a set like this, those majestic weapons are so important. They are short printed too, and so it doesn't happen every time. All right, let's see if Cavdane's where I was talking about. It's just creating copper token. I don't know why I feel like there needs to be another currency. I feel like just because there's copper, I feel like there's going to be more currencies. Crucible of Aetherweave, Crane Dance, and a Zephyrin Needle. I feel like this set just opened up the Flesh and Blood universe. That's what I feel like. It provided this like chase for equipment, and then I feel like it just opened up the universe to see different ideas and things. And the Beast Within, the artwork just really, I think that's what it is for me. The artwork just really opened up the Flesh and Blood universe as opposed to just like an introduction to the heroes. And so that's why this set's super. Oh, another foil Soulbead Strike, a Promise of Play, and a blue Marvin Sky. All right, a couple packs left, my friend. David, we're doing good here. It's been a pretty good box. I would still like to. Oh, Whirling Mist Blossom. I would still like to hit at least one equipment piece. One of those majestic equipments is pretty important. Although you did hit Twinning Blade, Coax a Commotion, and what is it? Spoils of War, which are quite possibly, if you're not going to hit the equipment, quite possibly the 3 slots that you want to hit, in my opinion. And Beast Within's really good too. Man, this has been a good box. Riled Up, Reinforce the Line, and Barraging Bighorn. As we get to the close, let's talk about Crucible of War in general. I still think if you look at the market, Crucible of War, in my opinion, at $600 to $700. Ooh, a Plasma Purifier too. That's a good one. Crucible of War First Edition at $600 to $700 is still, in my opinion, cheap. Again, this isn't financial advice or anything, but I can't get that as I mangle that pack. Let's see what we got. Pathing Helix, Centauri Saber, and a Dauntless. Here's my argument. The EV of Crucible First Edition is awfully close to the EV, or to the box price. Especially Consuming Volition, Tower Titan. All right, no equipment. All right, so that box was okay. We got one foil Majestic. We did hit like a Nebula Blade, which I think actually has some value right now. But we did hit the 3. But of our 3, I mean, all but Mangle really are pretty good hits for the classes. So that's pretty good. And Gaze of Ages is a good foil. So let's talk about for a second. The EV of a Crucible of War is incredibly close to the booster box price. Way more close than if you consider Arcane Rising or WTR. And if you look at the cards in the set and the way that the EV shakes out. And because of that, I still feel that the Crucible of War market has room to grow in the booster box prices. That's just an opinion. Again, I have a position. I already have some Crucible of War boxes, so I purchased some when they dropped back down to like the $500 mark, the $550. When everybody told me I wouldn't be able to get them for that, I was like, I still think it's cheap, but I still think like the correlation between sealed and singles is still just slightly off in my opinion, based on Arcane Rising, WTR, and then if you look at the Monarch print run, maybe we won't know this until the Monarch print run happens, but a lot of people are saying a 100,000 print run of Monarch, and 100,000 print run of Monarch, if you do the kind of math at like a $600 to $700 box of Crucible, would line up with the price point of a $175 box of Monarch. So, and I think that Crucible should have a premium in terms of price to availability, because it's just one of those sets. It's just a set that people missed out on. So I think it should have a premium. That's my argument anyway for Crucible still being undervalued. I'm not trying to pump it. I own boxes. I love the set too, so I'm extremely biased in that way. Just my opinion. Anyway, hope you guys have a great day. Remember to be kind to the people around you. And congratulations, David, on this box. I think it was pretty good. You didn't hit anything massive, but I think you probably made your money back, which is good. So have yourself a great day. Remember to be kind to the people around you. We'll see you again next video.